My topic today involves the intersection of divorce law and elder law issues, elder law planning. And while I did a video a few months ago on similar concepts, I really wanted another opportunity to flesh them out because um, it appears that as I get older, my clientele gets older, although I do have a wide variety of ages. But I recently met with someone who is in their early 60s with a spouse in their late 70s. And I also have a case with both parties, one in the late 80s and the other spouse in the early 90s. And so these issues keep coming up, and I'm sure they'll continue to come up in the future, where um, one of the questions is, if we work out the terms and we don't really need to get a divorce, we're living apart, we're in our 80s or 90s, do I really need to get a divorce? And the other issue really revolves around what happens if the other spouse ends up in a nursing home? Am I liable for expenses that they incur if, for instance, we're just legally separated? So to address those issues, first of all, I would always direct the client back to their estate planning or elder law attorney on the question of the separation versus the divorce. And in the case with the spouses in their 80s and 90s, the elder law attorney came back and said to my client, the wife, you definitely want to proceed with a divorce, because if your husband goes into a nursing home, there is the chance that you will somehow be pulled into that. And a divorce provides you with a definite end and the assurance that you'll have no financial obligation with regard to your spouse. The other issue is that it may benefit the spouse because they may qualify for Medicaid sooner. And to the extent that they have to spend down assets, that excludes the assets of the other spouse. With regard to the other situation that I have with someone in their 60s and someone else who is in their late 70s, again, my client asked me the question, why can't we just stay separated? Why do we need to get a divorce? I'm concerned that my husband will not want a divorce, and that will make the whole process more difficult. And so, again, drawing on what the elder law attorney said to my other client, I suggested to this client that ultimately the divorce will provide her with more protection if in the event that her husband ends up in a nursing home in the future. So I think you can see that there is an interplay, that it's important to be consulting not only with a divorce attorney, but also with an elder law or estate planning attorney. And the issues go far beyond just whether you should go for a divorce or not. And so please don't hesitate to contact me in concert with an elder law attorney concerning these types of issues. Take care.